What's good, YouTube? It's Adventure Quest 3D time. I started playing this game a couple months ago. It's a pretty fun mobile MMO. You can also play it on PC, but I enjoy it because you can run dungeons, you can play PvP, you can grind, you can level up, and you can farm cosmetics. And I'm kind of into that. You can also fish. That's what I'm doing right now. Oh, looks like I caught a fish. Today, I'm going to be trying out the Grotto of the Deep dungeon. Recently, in the patch notes, they claim that they removed the cheese. So I'm gonna run the dungeon and see if we can still cheese it up. I farmed this dungeon so much that I already have all the drops for it. So let's see if we can cheese it up. So personally, I like to just run down the middle. I think it's because I have the stats for it. So let's see if they fix this. I wonder if the trash mobs are gonna break off. I'm gonna run to the crab boss first. I guess I should jump up here. I normally just run up the middle, but I guess we should try not to pull the entire group. Okay, the mobs are still on me. All right, running past this bend. There's the crab boss.
Crab man.
I usually just run past the crab boss. So I guess we can still cheese the trash mobs for the crab boss. All right, let's see if they fix the boss. Wow. So I guess they didn't fix it. You can still cheese it up right here. Ugh. I'm gonna switch to samurai, and I'm gonna finish the boss off the regular way, so I can just talk about how disappointed I am in them not fixing this. So I guess the easiest fix for this would be just to remove all the obstacles. Oh no, I gotta jump back, bro. You're gonna die. All right, so like I said, I think the best way for them to fix this boss would be just to remove the obstacles and just make it a flat surface. So that way you can't cheese it up. Am I gonna be able to beat this guy normally? I'm soloing it right now. This dungeon had a lot of promise. The only problem was like the fact that you can basically cheese almost every single aspect of this, except for the Hydra boss. Kind of disappointing, like how fun this boss is, but the fact that if you join a group, everybody's gonna want to cheese it. And they yell at you if you don't, so it kind of sucks. It's not enjoyable at that point. It's not that tough if you focus. I'm trying to play this on an iPad, so it feels kind of weird, but there's no excuse. You should be able to escape or dodge most of these mechanics. It's not that difficult. Man, that Axe of Destiny is like walking like crazy. I love it. Oh man, I gotta jump back though. I'm gonna die. Oh, don't die right now, bro. You don't want to redo this fight. So obviously just dodge the beam unless you want to get some health, reset your cooldowns, because it does freeze you. You can't get hit during the beam. But other than that, you gotta just dodge that frontal cone. And then for sure, dodge that ability, the AoE ability that one-shots you. That's about it. I always miss this. I'm always too busy talking. I feel like this boss is too big. So it's kind of hard to see when you have to melee it. It's easier to do this ranged if you're lazy. Cause like I gotta time out that. I gotta charge back in and then stay close, but I can barely see. Let's go over here, use this ability. So the Oracle ability really changed everything. Look at this. Look how much I just top right off whenever that's up and use my Samurai Ultimate. So this dungeon had a lot of promise. I better get out of this freaking thing. Am I gonna die right now, bro? That was so close, bro. Oh man, it's so close. You always mess up right at the end. There we go. So that's not, I'm not even gonna dodge this. So that was a GG. All right, now the next test. Let's see if we can cheese up the Hydra boss.
Hello, brother.
You should not be able to ditch the trash, right? So let's see. Let's run through this. Gonna run up right the middle. So one way they can fix the trash cheese would be you have to clear out all the trash to open up the doors for the two side bosses, or at least one of the side bosses, right? Like it should be a force field and you have to clear out all the trash mobs. And it's not that I want to make this dungeon more difficult. It's just that it feels like a waste for them to have all these mobs that you can just run through. All right, let me pot up just in case. You used to be able just to run around this right wall and then just kind of jump around a little bit. Let's see. Nope. They didn't fix this cheese either. There's no trash mobs. All right, so that's another fail. Let's just finish off this Hydra boss. So this boss is pretty fun too. I think the only thing dangerous about this boss is the fact that if you get those poison stacks too much, it takes you out. I mean, if you just kind of like stay in one place and then kind of move around, just like any other boss. Like, right? There's no really strategy to dodging. You just get out of the red and you survive. But this Oracle ability makes everything so much easier. Stack with the Samurai ult. I wonder if this boss would be better if it wasn't lined up like this. If it was spread out through the room, it would be a little bit more difficult. But other than that, this is basically tank and spank. Only reason I'm running around in a circle, I'm claustrophobic, so This makes it easier. I don't have to dodge, I can just run in a circle. I want to say for level 50 though, this dungeon is basically dead. The only thing you can really get out of this place now is the epic helmet. All the other stuff that drops from the new challenge is just superior to this. The Axe of Destiny right now is just super overpowered. You can see how overpowered it is because, like, see all those blue procs? Like, it's crazy how much it procs. All right, Hydra boss down. So far, we've been able to cheese 2 bosses. All right, we're at the final boss.
What the hell is even that?
Like, I lost track of how many times I've done this dungeon. I basically farmed all the items. I always run this dungeon in pugs, and everybody always wants to cheese it.
What a noob uninstall.
Kind of gets frustrating after a while because you just want to play the game and kind of enjoy it. And these bosses are not even that difficult. But if you're not on board, they start flaming you, they start yelling. For them, it's kind of difficult. But let's see if we can cheese it. I'm hoping they patched it. I like to run to the side just in case he drops those AoE things on the ground. We don't want to get blocked in. Just backing up. And there it is. There's the cheese. Oh my gosh. I thought they fixed this. They need to put like a wall right here so we can't do this anymore. All right, I'm going to switch to good old samurai and just knock this out the old-fashioned way. Personally, I like to fight them above the stairs so I don't have to deal with the pink bubbles. And that way, when the exit spawns, I can leave faster. That's the #1 reason. And I don't even bother dodging anything because the Oracle ability and the Samurai ult, I can just top off or pot if I need to. So it looks like they did make some updates to this, and maybe it's more difficult to cheese everything when you're in a group. So far, from what I can tell, you can still cheese this dungeon. I was hoping they would fix it because I just want to play the dungeon and have something challenging to do in this game, because once you reach the end game, when you reach level 50, farm everything you want, all you can do is just sit around and wait for the next thing. This content was super easy to deal with because of the cheese factor. And honestly, like, maybe you can't use me as an example because I am pretty geared. I'm just standing here just tanking all the spells, taking on the abilities. So maybe if they added in some kind of like hard mode or hardcore mode for us, that way higher geared players can enjoy this dungeon without the cheese and maybe get like a nice rare cosmetic item. I don't know. The only way they can really fix this boss would be to add that shield or barrier at the entrance of this. Maybe every time if one of your party members dies, they have to click on the shield to go back inside, or maybe spawn some ads and resets the boss back to the platform. And if you're not in the room, then it basically resets the boss HP. I'm just throwing ideas out there. I'm pretty sure the dev team can fix this, but it is pretty sad. This is supposed to be an end game dungeon, and it got cheesed.
Cheese.
And just like the latest challenge they released, it's pretty cheesable too. I'm a pretty new player. I've only been playing a couple months. I downloaded this game, I want to say during the open beta. That's why I have the title for it. But I think I only played like maybe 10 minutes of it. And maybe that's a good thing that I waited so long to play this game again, because when I started playing this game again, I really enjoyed it. I like the grinding aspect of it. I like the leveling. The community is really good. And honestly, even though I do play this game, I don't know if I'm going to continue making content for it, but I might drop a video here and there, because I do play this game quite often. I like logging in, I like trying to farm mats, I like trying to farm gold, and I like cosmetics. I'm a cosmetics kind of player. I like dressing up my character. But anyways, let's knock out this boss. Here we go. Let's see what we're gonna get for a drop. Oh, another skeleton crown, yuck. Unfortunately, the patch was not enough. We can still cheese this dungeon. No, there's another update coming up next week. I hope they fix it. I would really like a challenging dungeon. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.